Manchester City confirms first winter transfer, new Manchester United owner. This is very surprising. Jude Bellingham could leave Real Madrid as early as January. The amount became known. All of this and more in today's episode. Hey everyone, welcome to our roundup of the top football news. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. If you've already subscribed, let's get started. After a series of poor results, Manchester City is forced to strengthen the team in the winter. The club's main task is to find a quality replacement for Rodri, who is unlikely to play until the end of the season. According to Football Insider 247, City wants to speed up the transfer of Martin Zubimendi from Real Sociedad. The 25-year-old Spanish midfielder has a release clause of €50 million in his contract. The citizens are ready to activate it in January to avoid competition from other Premier League clubs. In the summer, Zubimendi was linked with Liverpool, but he decided to stay in Spain. Manchester City also plans to sign Bruno Guimaraes from Newcastle in the winter transfer window. The transfer fee could reach €80 million. City is also looking for a competitor for Erling Haaland. The main candidate is the Canadian striker of Lille, Jonathan David, reports TBR Football. According to the source, the citizens are watching the 24-year-old footballer, who has only 6 months left on his current contract with the French club. If Lille sells the Canadian, then this amount will be significantly less than his market value of €50 million. In Manchester, they are very carefully monitoring Erling Haaland's physical fitness problems, which arose after the transfer of Julian Alvarez to Atletico and the absence of an alternative to the Norwegian due to the transfer. Real Madrid wants to extend Vinicius's contract next summer. The Brazilian's current deal with Real runs until 2027. The winger, who currently earns around €10 million a year, wants his salary under the new contract to be equal to or close to Kylian Mbappe's salary. This is reported by AS. The Frenchman receives €15 million net under the agreement. It is noted that the Saudi Ligue, as before, is showing interest in the 24-year-old footballer and will try to sign him next summer. Vinicius is wanted at Al Ahly. There were rumors in the press that the Saudis had prepared a 5-year contract and an amount of over €1 billion, but they have not yet been confirmed. Portugal and Al Nassr forward Cristiano Ronaldo expressed his opinion about Manchester United. The Premier League is the most difficult league in the world. All the teams are good, everyone fights, all the players are strong. Football has changed. There are no easy matches anymore. I said this a year and a half ago, and I will continue to say it. The problem with Manchester United is not the coaches. I always give this example. It's like an aquarium. If you have a sick fish in it and you take it out, solve the problem and return it, it will get sick again. And Manchester United has the same problem. It's not just about the coach. It's more complicated. I am 100% sure that the problem is not solved. If I become the owner of the club, I will fix everything and change what is bad now, said Cristiano. United fans, how do you like Krish's statement? Do you want him to become the owner of the Devils? Ronaldo hinted that he could buy MU, and let's think together how realistic it is. So, according to Forbes, the most expensive club in the world is Real Madrid. Its value is $6.6 billion, and Manchester United is the second most expensive club in the world, and its value is estimated at $6.55 billion. Ronaldo's fortune is estimated at over €2 billion, but he can certainly find an investor, and he doesn't need to buy a full package of MU shares. The main thing is to own a controlling stake. So I think if Ronaldo wants to, he can buy United. And what do you think? Do you agree with me? Manchester United has taken a step towards its first winter newcomer, who could be PSG defender Nuno Mendes. The French giant has been negotiating with the 22-year-old Portuguese for a new contract for a long time. The current deal runs until 2026. According to Fabrice Hawkins, PSG's negotiations with Nuno Mendes have reached an impasse due to Manchester United's attempts to lure the defender away. The Mancunians made the first offer to the Portuguese, and at the moment he wants to leave the French capital. It is noted that the English club does not stop pressuring Mendes. The PSG management still hopes to extend the contract with Nuno and does not want to hear about leaving this winter, but the player's position and a good financial compensation from MU can force the French to reconsider. Paris Saint-Germain forward and French national team player Randal Kolo Muani is close to changing clubs. Luis Enrique has placed the 26-year-old Frenchman outside the project, so Muani is available on the winter transfer market. There are plenty of those who want to invite him, and now Milan has joined this queue. According to Gianluca Di Marzio, the Rossoneri have sent a request to PSG regarding the possibility of renting the forward. However, this operation will be quite difficult because the Parisians would prefer the new club to cover the entire salary of the player, which is €6 million, and Milan cannot promise this. At the same time, there is interest from Juventus and Premier League clubs, including Manchester United and Arsenal. There is another problem here. PSG is not sure that it will be able to complete a full-fledged transfer in the winter. The French club understands that under the current conditions, it will be difficult to return at least half of its investment. And for Kolo Muani, the Parisians paid €95 million the year before last. PSG defender Milan Skriniar is preparing to change teams during the January transfer window. The Slovak moved to Paris as a free agent in the summer of 2023. Of course, he was given a generous contract, but the expected return on the football field never came. Now PSG wants to sell him. According to Court Offside, the French club hopes to earn €35 million on the transfer of the 29-year-old footballer. Achieving this will not be so difficult, as more than 10 clubs are interested in his signing, so the hype will only benefit PSG. The source also adds that new contenders for the centre-back have become Tottenham, Arsenal and Newcastle. Earlier, there were reports of the interest of Juventus, Napoli, Bayern Munich, Aston Villa, Real Madrid, Bayer, Roma, Al Nassr, Atletico Madrid and Galatasaray. Barcelona has found a way to register midfielder Dani Olmo and prevent competitors from stealing him. Due to financial problems, the Blaugrana could not register the Spaniard for the second part of the season for a long time. Barcelona has until December 31st to correct the situation. However, it seems that the Catalans coped even earlier. Barcelona successfully closed a deal with several Arab companies, selling VIP seats at Camp Nou for over €100 million. To finally register Olmo and Pau Victor, it remains only to make a payment, writes Marca. The club has already submitted contracts for consideration to La Liga, which can be approved on Monday. Moreover, Barca will be able to work calmly on the transfer market according to the 1-to-1 rule. Real Madrid is trying to experiment with its legendary stadium, which has undergone a major reconstruction. The Spanish champions have removed part of Santiago, leaving only Bernabeu on the official website of the arena, in its premises and thematic goods, informs Marca. The change is dictated solely by Real's commercial goals. The shorter name looks more modern and is easier to remember. However, the transition has not yet been finally approved. The club's management will assess the reaction of the fans after a trial period of the new name. Recall that Real Madrid carried out a large-scale reconstruction of the Bernabeu from 2019 to 2023, which cost $1.91 billion. The Madridistas expect to recoup all this money by 2049. Also, as the publication El Gol reports, Manchester City wants to buy Jude Bellingham from Real. According to the source, the English club is ready to offer the Madridistas €190 million. Manchester City will make the first attempts to acquire Jude in January 2025. At the same time, it is reported that Real has no intention of parting with Bellingham quickly, but a huge amount of money can change the management's mind. Frankly, I don't really believe in this transfer, because Jude is quite happy in Madrid, and he is only 21 years old, and he is already one of the best attacking midfielders in the world. I don't understand why Real should sell him. That's it for now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Keep watching for more football action and have a wonderful day.